why do you want to have kids? This is a great question. I have seen a lot of people on the internet since I said that on my podcast coming at me and saying that I'm not mature enough to have kids and that I need to not and that that's embarrassing. And I'm like, y'all, I don't think people realize that they don't necessarily see everything or know everything about somebody based off of what they see on social media. And don't get me wrong, I'm very, very real and very genuine on social media, but there is still, there's 24 hours in a day. You're seeing what? Maybe max an hour of my day. You know what I mean? And that's between just the little 30-second snippets or minute snippets here and there. And so just say it's an hour. You know what I mean? And the thing for me is I've had a very strong maternal instinct since honestly, I would say like realistically 12 or 13. And then when I was like 16, 17, it got like really, really serious. But obviously I still knew like I was very, very young. And even now I'm 20, I'm almost 21, and I still know that I'm very, very young and I'm not there yet, even though I'm ready and I want like the late nights of taking care of the kid and this sounds so silly. Like obviously there's so much more that goes into having a child, but cooking and like, God, I'm making it sound even worse now that I'm talking about it. But like there's so many things. Okay, this is what it is. There's so many things that I do in my day-to-day life, right? That I think about, I can't wait to do this for my kids. That's what I think about. So like, it's not that I'm excited to cook for kids and I'm like, give me a kid so I can cook for it. No, that would be immature. It's more like when I'm cooking for myself, but I'm like, man, I can't wait for the day when I get to cook for kids. You know what I mean? Or for my kids. Whenever I'm doing laundry, I'm like, man, I can't wait for the day when I get to fold little tiny baby socks. You know what I mean? Like and that's in everything I do. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I'm like, man, I can't wait to wake up in the middle of the night to go check on my kids. Like that for me is like what I mean. It's very much so, and it is in everything. I think about it everywhere. I think about it like I'll be at the studio, right? Back when I'm back home in California, I'll be at the studio drumming, and I will be consciously thinking about this every time. I'll be consciously thinking about, okay, in a few years, I'm not going to be able to do this like this because I'm going to have kids. Or I'll be thinking, what are my kids going to be doing while I'm training? That's what I think all the time. When I'm working out, what are my kids going to be doing? How will I work out when I have a baby? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I figure, like, I don't know, I'm very excited for kids. And anybody who hates on my children being named Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy, great, please do. Yeah, I can't wait to bring little babies into the world. Someone asked if I would be a dance mom. So this is interesting. I've thought about this a lot. Let me start this one off by saying I will let my kids do whatever they want to do. And I will take whatever they enjoy, whatever their passion is, and sprint with it, like run with it, right? Like tour the world with babies. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, my kids will go on tour with me for sure. So whatever, I'll let them do whatever they want to do. However, if I could choose what each kid does, because that's how it works, right? It's not. But I would not, if my girl wants to dance, she can dance. But I think with my child, there's going to be a lot of pressure in the dance world. And that's something that I don't want my kids to ever have, that unnecessary because of me type of pressure. You know what I mean? I feel like there would be some sort of like awkward, unspoken pressure. You know what I mean? And so I think that like I would love it if my kids could take their own path, something aside from what I've done, because my life has been so public. And that's another thing that people ask me, like, are you going to put your kids in the limelight? And let me first of all say that is time away, and I can't really predict the future or where I will be in the future or how I will want to be with my kids in the future. or even how the limelight or how the internet will be. Literally, someone just commented, will you show your kids' faces online? Someone also said that they haven't heard someone my age be excited about having kids and that it's refreshing. Well, talk to me. Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy come up in every conversation. I'm so excited. But I'm happy that you're taking a grateful approach to that and an excited approach to that. I'm not pregnant. No. I'm talking about future kids right now. Anyways, so my thing with putting my kids in the spotlight is because I'm so public as their mom one day, they're already going to kind of be there. You know what I mean? There's not really that choice for their life to be completely hidden and completely private. Now, I don't see myself like really going above and beyond. I think if my kids reach a certain age, and I think every kid is different, for me, I've been around a lot of kids filming YouTube videos back in the day, and I was able to see at a very young age, this kid actually really enjoys this, and this kid, that's not the vibe. You know what I mean? And put that kid back, put him in school, let him grow up to be a doctor, take him off the internet. And so I think for me, me and my brother, right, came from the same parents, but we are so different, and I definitely was able to have and handle having such a public life. But my brother, on the other hand, was nah, that's not my vibe. You know what I mean? And so I think the thing is it'll kind of just depend on my kid. And I think people are so quick to judge if you put your baby on the internet. But that's the parent's choice. You know what I mean? That's just that's, if you want to, great. And if you don't, great. I feel I will. But then if I reach an age to where, or if my kids reach an age to where they're they're not into it, then I would go that route. Or if they're into it, I would go that route. You know what I mean? Somebody asked if I would have kids single. 100%. I actually, JoJo, you thought this through, girl. No, fully. This is an everyday conversation in my life, with everybody. Everybody knows. I would. I actually think it's more realistic for me to have kids alone and single than it is with a partner. I know that kind of sounds crazy, but I definitely think it's a little bit more realistic. Will I show them Dance Moms? Yes, but maybe I would be so this is grandma and this is my sister. She moved. I'm actually a twin. She moved out of the country. We don't talk to her anymore. But Mom, her name's JoJo. That's your name. Oh, yeah, Grandma, why'd you name us the same thing? That's maybe I'll show them for Grandma, but not for me. Take cues from the kids. Yes, 100%. That's the right thing. You'll be a grandmom. Thank you. Somebody said, but you can't have kids without a man. That is true, and that is why sperm donors. Oh, I never talked about what I would have my kids do. Okay, wait. So if I could have an ideal, I would not have, so the girl's name is Freddie. Eddie and Teddy are the twin boys, and then Freddie is the girl. I would not have Freddie dance, but I would want one of the two boys to dance. Don't care which one, but one of them can. And then I would have Eddie. Let's just say for fun, I think Eddie would dance. And then I would love for Teddy to be a baseball player. I mean, if he's into, I think I'd be very scared of football, but if he's in and he's good, then football it out, bro. Basketball, I think baseball is my ideal, so I would probably go baseball, basketball, football for Freddie, or I'm sorry, for Teddy. And then for Freddie, think about this a lot. I think gymnastics would be really cool. I think tennis or also softball. I would love for one of my kids to be softball and one to be baseball. I think that'd be really cool. Or both be basketball and one's in the NBA and one's in the WNBA. That'd be sick. I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. Imagine if they both, I think that'd be sick. I think it'd be so fun. Anyways, what would you name your kids for a girl or a boy? So I wanna, my ideal, obviously can't fully choose, but ideally it's twin boys, Eddie and Teddy, and then a girl, Freddie. What if they liked soccer? Oh, I would love it if they played soccer, for sure. How did you choose the names? Honestly, so Freddie was after Freddie Mercury, and I love that name for a girl. I've had that name set in my head since like 2018, because it was before during the tour, so 2018. Always loved that name for a girl. And then Eddie and Teddy. Honestly, I don't know how Eddie and Teddy came to me. I feel like it was just like one day I was like maybe messing around and I was like Fred and Ted, like, and then I was like, wait, Freddie, Eddie, Teddy, that's kind of cute. I think that's how it happened. I really don't remember though for Freddie, Eddie, or for Eddie and Teddy. I do remember for Freddie. All right, I should probably go order these song lyrics. It's probably the right thing to do. All right, y'all, this has been fun. When do you want kids? Literally tomorrow. I will wait, but literally tomorrow.